Let's play time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands with pick in hand and mobs to kill. The fun will never end. It's Let's Play Time. Hey guys, welcome back. SilverContrail here. We are playing Adventure Time Craft, and today I want to talk a little bit in creative mode about iron farms, artificial villages that create iron golems, funnel them into a channel, and allow you to farm for iron. These things are pretty cool, and yeah, trying to make them is not so cool and not so fun. Basically, I've been experimenting with some different designs and also different locations because I wanted to know if you could put it above a village and it would work, and it doesn't seem to work, as far as I can tell. This is Doc M's design, I believe, and this does not seem to be functioning. So that's kind of a bust. I haven't seen any iron golems spawn in this area. So let's go to the other place where I have one set up. I think I have it. I think it's this way. I think. We will find out, I suppose, when we get a little bit further this way. Yep, it's over here. This is another iron golem setup that I created. I followed someone else's design. I don't remember their YouTube channel, so I won't name it. I may put a link in the description. Basically, the iron golem farms trick the game into thinking that there is a village here, and then it tries to spawn an iron golem at the center of that village, and when it does so, they'll get funneled down into there. So basically, I have all these villagers and all these doors, and they think that there's basically a village here at this point. They believe that there is a village here, and it'll try to spawn a golem somewhere on top of this floor, and then they'll get funneled down and drop in here. But as you can see, there are no iron golems in here, and I have watched this thing, I think I watched this thing for like an hour and a half, and I only had one spawn, so it was extremely slow, and even when it did spawn, yeah, it was just kind of a pain. So actually, when it did spawn, it spawned down on this floor where it wasn't supposed to spawn, so I don't know what was going on with that. I don't know what's going on with any of this, really. But this is kind of unfortunate because iron farms are really important. If you want to do any giant builds, you pretty much need that huge supply of iron that iron farms give you. I'm gonna beat this guy up. But I guess I can go without it for a while. For now, I would like... The reason that I'm bringing this up now, and this is kind of the problem, is that when you do build an iron farm, and if you ever want to in the future, it needs to be away from a village. So if I continue to build at my village, I'm going to run into a problem if I ever want to build one of these, which I don't know if I want to quite yet because it doesn't seem to work. But I guess we'll see, in the future. We'll see what happens. They are getting a nerf in the next update, the 1.8 update. Basically what it does is it makes it so that iron golems don't drop their normal blocks. So if I just grab a pumpkin real quick and a look at that pumpkin pie and diamond sword. Obviously you can make golems by yourself if you want. Not a whole lot of point to do that, really. If you kill them now, they drop iron and poppies, I think is what they are. Yeah, iron ingots and a poppy, however many of these. So you definitely want the iron. You don't really care about these things too much. They're pretty irrelevant. And, oh, they're kind of staggered, aren't they? They're not really in a straight line. They're kind of, yeah, they're staggered. Check that out. I didn't know they did that. They kind of snake. Anyways, yeah, when you kill them in 1.8, they don't drop the iron unless you kill them by hand. Or, yeah, unless you kill them by hand. Before, you can put like a lava system or a suffocation system in here, and it'll kill them, and you'll be good to go. And kill them automatically, drop the iron into hoppers. Now you need to queue up a bunch of them and then kill them in turn, which changes how the design works. Basically, it nerfs them a little bit. It doesn't really. All it does is it introduces lag and it changes how you have to set them up a little bit, but it doesn't really increase the amount of materials required or the amount of time required. You just got to make sure you go in there and you kill them every so often. But otherwise, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. So I would love to use them. It just doesn't seem to be working for me right now. The other build design that I need to work with is with the gold farm. Toggle downfall. The gold farm is a different story altogether, and supposedly you can just get on top of the nether by ender pearling. I've never done that before, actually. I've legit not done that before, which is kind of strange. I've been on the top of the nether before in servers when you could waffle, where you would take a door or a trapdoor, and if you closed it on yourself and you logged in, logged out, you would go up blocks until you found an open space, and usually this would allow you to get on top of the nether. It's a very old trick. But I guess now you can just ender pearl straight through it, from what I understand. If I can spawn in the world. There we go. Which is kind of strange, I think. It's very dark up here. And that is the top of the world. So let's just throw down some TNT real quick, so we can blast out a hole. There we go. Do I have torches? Not that I need them, actually. So allegedly, you can just get through here. Like you could probably get through that. That looks like it's high enough. So if I placed a block here and then I jumped up here, gave myself some ender pearls and switched my game mode. Oh, need ender pearls. There we go. And then a stack of ender pearls, which is obviously impossible to have. And then I guess you can just... Is it not letting me through? Oh, probably not. Oh, they're Eye of Enders, that's why. Derp. You can't... Okay, so you can't have a stack of 64 Eyes of Ender. I actually didn't know that. Ender Pearl. Yeah, I always forget that they have the yellow band on these ones. It's sort of odd, because you'd think that if you added the blaze rod to it, it would get like an extra band on it, but for some reason that takes it away. I don't know. Anyways. I made it. Whew. Ow. It's that last ender pearl that I threw that came back down. So once you're up here, you can just make a portal and then head back down. Or if you're in creative mode like I am, you can just dig straight back down. But yeah, you can just make a portal up here. And then what you do is just, from what I understand, you just make basically a platform up that you go up, and then you just sit up here. And because all of the spawning spaces that zombie pigmen can spawn in are basically only loaded directly below you, once you get up high enough anyways, it makes your spawning system really efficient. You can port them over to the to the overworld, because you can't kill them manually right now, or you can't make them drop. See, this guy spawned up here because it's basically super efficient spawning when you climb up there. So you drop them down, you throw them into a portal, you put them in your overworld, you get about 100 of them in there, you go into your overworld, and you kill them all in one shot, and that's that really. And they are dead. So then you get all their drops, obviously. So pretty straightforward. Yeah, and I would like to set that up at some point. I would love to have extra iron to do that, but obviously that is a problem. But before I do any of that, I need to get my mob system up and running, and so that's kind of my to-do list, is get the mob system up and running, which means it needs silk touch. if I can speak today, which I apparently can't, and go from there. So let's head over to the main world and we will do some stuff. And I'm back. So, okay, here's the deal. Today what I'd like to work with is a little bit with the village. Trying to get some stuff ready. I had to install some walls in places because these villagers kept running off the top floor up here and jumping down into this alleyway, and they would get pretty close to killing themselves, so I put this cobblestone wall up top so they couldn't do that anymore. This is definitely the house where they like to live in most of the time, and I kind of want them to disperse. I built this house recently, they don't seem to be living in it, and yeah, I would like to, of course, get them to live in other places if I can, as well as kind of flesh out this area anyways, make it look a little bit nicer. To do that, I wanted to explore some of the new building blocks we have in the game, and we can go take a look at those real quick. They are the clay and the stained, well, the stained clay and the stained glass. So we can check that out by going down here and finding wherever I put my clay. Oh, I don't know where I put my clay at. I have no clue what it looks like. What did I do with it? I had it. I definitely had it earlier and then put it somewhere. I'm not really sure. Well, this is unfortunate. Anyways, I'll go back upstairs. What do I do with all of my stuff? Cooking up some glass in here. I didn't put it in that one. I didn't put it in that one. I didn't put it in that one. So where did I put it? It's not in my inventory. Very odd. I wonder if I put it all the way down at the bottom, which is always a pain. Oh, here's some hardened clay in here. Some, anyways. Not a whole lot. But this should get us what we want. If you take like clay when you dig it up, and you craft it into regular clay blocks, so we just take all this, craft it into regular clay blocks. We get regular clay, and then we throw it in here, and we throw in some coal. We can get out some hardened clay. So this stuff. If you have, this is all wool, yeah. If you have some hardened clay and you apply a dye to it, like bone meal or cyan dye, gray dye, whatever these dyes are, if you apply these dyes, you know, lapis like that too, it will dye the clay that color. So I think you need 8 for any recipe. I don't think you can do it with just 1. I've never actually done this in vanilla. This would be the first time I've done this. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can do it. But it's pretty interesting. And especially because I really, really, really like the color of the stuff. I like the color of the clay, especially the white clay. In vanilla Minecraft, the colors are weird. They're not 100% the color that you'd expect them to be. In fact, many times they are quite the opposite of what you expect them to be. And I think a lot of people use I think it's light blue or the cyan clay, because it's like a dark gray for whatever reason, and it just looks nicer. But for this pack, everything pretty much looks the color that you'd expect. So I do enjoy that. So this resource pack is pretty good about that. And I'm kind of trying to check where I put that stupid clay. I got a bunch of it actually. I went out, kind of did some exploring, and I got a bunch of sandstone. I got a bunch of clay, and now I can't find it. It's like it just up and vanished. Making some glass, but I don't know what I did with my clay. It's really odd. It's really, really odd. And harvesting clay is not fun, and that's quickly becoming apparent that if I want to build anything serious out of clay, I'm going to have to spend a lot of time submerged underwater. And I'm really not looking forward to that either. Alright, so we got the hardened clay. Let's go and craft it. Oh, we need some dye. Let's do white, because I really like the color of the white. So let's do the white and then the hardened clay. What is it? Actually, let me look at this. We'll look briefly at this. What does it look like normally? It's kind of a interesting looking block. It's actually not that bad. It does really remind me of Adventure Time Craft. Actually, this specific color. Or not Adventure Time Craft, but Adventure Time in general. I don't know what it is about this color. But yeah, we can craft it into white. I don't know if you can craft it after you've crafted it. So white stained clay. Can I craft it back into... Can I craft it into like gray? If I craft it like this? Nope. Okay, so once it is a color of clay, it is that color of clay permanently. This looks good, I think. I really like this color. It reminds me of, I guess it just looks like snow. Except not snow. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, what does actually snow look like? 1, 2, 3, 4. Compared to this. I think snow has, like more blue in it. Yeah, it's got like blue fluffy clouds. So we don't really want that for a building block anyways. Do I have a shovel? Yes, I do. But yeah, I'm a really big fan of the white stained clay. I'm also a fan of the white stained... Let me go back down. Grab some bone meal. I'm also a fan of the white stained glass, which I think is really nice looking. Let me grab that. I saw them using it on the Minecraft server, and as soon as I saw it, I went, wow, that looks amazing, and I decided to grab it. So, unlike the glass that you'll see elsewhere in this resource pack, it's a lot less busy. So if you, where can we put this so we can get a good view of it? Because I don't want to just like put it down somewhere, because wherever I put it, obviously I'm going to lose it. But let's put it right here. Yeah, that is so cool, and it's you know, it's not as busy. Like here's regular glass, and it's got that frame. This doesn't have that, and it's so much nicer. I love the dark border around it, and I think the coloring's good. The fact that it's very, very clear is good. It's really, really nice looking, and I really, really like it. So definitely want to be using this in the future for some builds. But unfortunately, we don't have Silk Touch, so we can't pick it back up. So that kind of sucks. What I learned, and I don't think I mentioned this yet, recently I discovered that if you enchant oh, I forgot what it looks like. I kind of wanted to find one, but I don't think I have one on hand. Okay, some shears, which in this resource pack look like scissors. If you enchant shears with Silk Touch, you can use them to pick up glass, glass panes, different assorted things. What else does it pick up? Glass, glowstone, anything that shears normally don't pick up. Like I'm not talking about like leaves. Obviously, it will shear leaves and get that Silk Touch effect on them. You can also use it on grass, I think. It will not use the durability of the shears, but you'll still get that block as if you would use Silk Touch. Oh, ice is the other one, and packed ice. So this is what you want to get Silk Touch on. You want to get Silk Touch on shears because they are really, really useful. I mean, obviously, if you want to get like diamond blocks or redstone blocks, you're gonna need to have Silk Touch on a pick. But if you do want to have something that's infinite use, shears are the way to go. The only way to get Silk Touch on a shear, because you can't enchant them directly, I don't think. Pretty sure you can't enchant them, but I will go look. The only way to do it is to apply it via an anvil. Yeah, you can't enchant shears. So you have to get Silk Touch on a book, which is kind of tough. There's some glass in here, randomly. Oh, a lava bucket. Yeah, so... Oh, I have another shears on me. Oh, geez, I had shears on me the whole time. Now I remember using them, too. But yeah, you need to, of course, put this in here and go ahead and apply that Silk Touch. So, it's about like I think it's like a 1% chance to get Silk Touch on a book. So that's about 100 enchantments at, I think, a minimum of level 16. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I almost fell off. It's not gonna be fun. That's going to be a lot of grinding and a lot of work to accomplish that. But might go to the end and improve the Enderman spawner. But like I said, I kind of wanted to expand over here, and I spent a lot of time just now talking. Because I didn't want to check and make sure that, you know, if we did have enough of this glass and the clay, that we could build something maybe out of those but maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just build some more houses. I don't know what I want to do with this. I might take this out because I kind of don't like how it sits here. Even if I put another one next to it, it would probably run into the little overhang that I have up here, and that wouldn't be cool. I want to have more houses coming up along this side, though. Again, just to persuade villagers as much as possible to kind of disperse. They're looking for doors, so the more doors you have, the more they should try to reproduce and create more villagers, and more villagers means more trading options, and more trading options equals happy days, I guess. What's this guy? This guy does the paper trade, and he also has a trade for a compass, but his paper trade's really good. It's been getting me a lot of emeralds, so that's pretty nice. May need to make a better reed farm for that, actually. Usually I don't worry about it because it's like not relevant, but now it's kind of relevant. Let's see, can we get in here? Yes, we can. Okay, good. What did I want to do? Okay, let's make some sandstone slabs, and we'll go out here and see if there is some space where we might want to build something. I still kind of wanted this to be an open area. I don't know if I want to have buildings on the side. Maybe I'll have I guess I could put like a corner building here, couldn't I? Like a large building that has like a bunch of doors on it that's 2 stories, like right along this side. Like almost like an apartment complex. Kind of like what I did with that one up there, but a little bit different. And obviously stick with the theme of the sandstone and the smooth sandstone, but we might change it up a little bit. So let's see what we can do here. If we come out from... I didn't mean to do that. Saving sandstone as much as possible, because it's kind of annoying to farm. If we bring it out, and then if we want to go 4 long with this, so this would be the floor, basically, the floor plan for it. So it would come across, and then you have the same thing on this side, which I think is the same length. Should be the same length. Yeah. Hello, villager. What do you have to trade? 3 emeralds for a saddle. If I didn't have any saddles, I might consider it, but I do, so you need to get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Yeah, so that would be... How many boxes is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, this would be the floor. And then we just gotta combine these at the end. And that will be good. The other thing I did recently is I updated my playlists. So all the playlists for my different series should be up to date, including this one, which was actually pretty out of date. I was kind of surprised. So I had to update that and make sure all of the stuff was included. But that should be good to go now, so if you do want to, of course, check out the previous episodes in the series, you can easily do so just by checking out the playlist. Alright, so this looks good. And I am out of slabs. In fact, I might just put down a crafting bench over here. Hey, achievement get benchmarking. Benchmarking. I think I'm in version 179 now, so that's why my achievements probably got reset. That's probably not going to be enough. I don't know why I make so few of these things. That one got stuck. I haven't done a building episode in a long time. It feels odd. Especially building on this village. And then we just need a little bit more. And then we want to make... Now I'm wondering maybe I should push it back another couple of blocks, because if I put a wall... Let's see, what would I make it out of? Where's my sandstone? There it is. If I put a wall here, because this would probably be the exterior wall of the building. I still don't have a lot of space inside, even if... I think I want to maybe 1 more back. That way it'll be 4 long inside. Because if it's not 4 long inside, it's going to be really cramped. Even if I put a stairwell maybe in the corner. it's going to be really cramped. So maybe we should push that back even one more. Plus we'll get some sand out of it, which is always nice. I'm going to run out of durability on my shovel. Yeah, I think that will be better in the long run for what we want to do. I'm going to quickly run out of sandstone again. Yeah, I think this is a lot better. Yeah, for sure. So we'll put a wall here, I guess, and the back, and we'll see how this lays out, and then if the layout's good, then we'll maybe plan out where we're gonna put the stairwell in here. So I will be back after I get that done, and we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, so that's about it for this episode. Apologies, we did a lot of talking again today. Once again, kind of getting things back in order. Requiring a lot of thought and a lot of very slow progress. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play very much this week, so yeah, things have been going slow. Anyways, this is basically what I have laid out, and next time I think we will try to complete it. I'll try to get some more clay too. We'll see if we can maybe incorporate that into the build somehow. And we'll talk about this. Yeah, I'm thinking like a second floor, and then kind of over the top, and we'll see. Yeah, a second floor, and then another canopy type thing. Maybe a deck as well, coming out that side. That might be cool, but otherwise, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this build. If there's anything you would add. Or building blocks you would use. I do want to keep somewhat the sandstone theme, but I will be using some smooth sandstone as well. Definitely, incorporating that into there. We'll put a bunch of doors in here too. Trying to boost villager spawning as much as possible. Maybe get them to live in one of these larger buildings. That would be pretty cool. And then stairwell in the corner, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, but thank you. Episode's almost done. I'm almost there. Thank you for watching, and until next time then.